Hello again. I'm Jim Epley, President of JD's Tax and Financial Solutions. I'm sure most of you are aware, or should be aware by now, that the government has shut down many of its agencies due to the House and the Senate playing a game of chicken and not coming to agreement on a budget. A budget is the planned spending over the next year. Since they have not come to a budget or come to an agreement on the budget, the government decided to shut down many of its operations, IRS being one of those operations. Now, unfortunately, you are taxpayers, you as my clients are taxpayers, and we still need to do tax returns. We still need to pay our taxes on time. If we don't do that, inevitably the IRS will open again, and when it does, whether it be 2 days from now, 2 months from now, or 3 months from now, they will open again, and the due dates that we currently have are still going to be the same. They're not going to change these due dates. They're not going to give us a grace period just because they're a game of chicken. And if you have a tax return that's due October 15th for your individual tax returns, if you filed an extension, you still need to file that on time. If you need to pay, you need to pay by October 15th. If you're on a payment plan with the IRS, you need to continue to pay, because the government will, in essence, come to an agreement on the budget. Eventually, the IRS will reopen again. And I'm going to tell you this, although they're playing a game of chicken between themselves, it's you and I, as taxpayers, that fund the government. 85% of the revenue, 85% of the income that the government gets to spend, what they're disagreeing on is the spending right now. The income that they get, they're still counting on. 85% of that comes from you and I. 45% is payroll taxes and 40% is income taxes. So the majority, the very, very large portion of that budget comes from people like you and I. We will have to continue paying that, or we will be subjected to penalties. So although the government is shut down, the IRS is shut down, we are still filing tax returns. We can still use the IRS electronic functions. We can electronic file returns. We can access things online, although we can't get a hold of an IRS person in person right now or on the phone right now. We can still perform a lot of the functions that need to be performed, and as I said before, the penalties will not be waived just because the government decided to shut down the IRS. So, here to tell you, we still got to file. So, thanks for watching. Hope this explains a little bit about the shutdown, and we'll see you next time. I'm Jim Epley.